Okay, so tonight I just want to briefly talk about this live performance of a song by an artist, Brandy, called I Wanna Be Down. Um, now, I'm just actually going to read this. This is off of Apple Music. So Brandy had, I think it was her first album. It's self-titled. So a lot of artists do this when they put out their first piece of work. Sometimes they'll put out like a feature song that's like with someone else, but then they'll put out like their first EP, and it's usually self-titled. So it's just their name, like how Beyonce put out Beyonce, Paramore put out Paramore, Brandy put out Brandy. So it says Brandy Norwood was 15 when her debut was released in 1994, but Brandy shows an artist wise beyond her years and ready to spread her wings. The singer's feather light voice dips in and out of productions that blend hip hop beats, shimmying soul, and pop sensibilities. Radio ready gems like Teasing, I Wanna Be Down, and The Wounded Broken Hearted balance Brandy's light vocal touch with an undeniable presence. Her whispered determination on I'm Yours helps transform it into a love song for all ages. Um, I feel like there was a time when there was a thing called Nickelodeon. It was like a television network, right? Really popular. And I remember growing up and watching Brandy perform on Nickelodeon. I think I went to a couple of concerts when I was younger where Brandy was performing, and it was really great. Like Brandy was definitely like one of those artists who growing up you like watched her, and she was just so great. I think it was a part of her fashion style. She had like different forms of micro braids and different hairstyles, all types of different like clothes and fashion, because she had the TV show Brandy, which was about like this lower middle class family who was just going through the ins and outs. She had like her brother, her real brother, like Ray J, came on the show, and he was there. She had a littler brother, and it was just kind of about like family dynamics and just like growing up. And then to have Brandy come out with this album and then that song, I remember the music video coming out and it being just great. Like it was just great. I really loved. It's like such a bop. Like I can be on the bus just like listening to the album, and I'm just like, actually tonight, like I so someone made like an Instagram reel. It was, so they made an account. It was called like 90s Brandy or something. And I saw this very short snippet of this performance, and I looked up the performance, and I went to go watch the whole 4 minute performance, which I will also put in the description box. It was just great. Like I don't, and I just kind of wanted to give some space to the fact that Brandy self-titled was, it was pivotal for a number of reasons, but I feel like it was maybe one of, no, I don't want to say it was the first time. Yeah, maybe it was actually. It might have been one of the first times we had like a black female artist that was talking about genuine, how can I say this, like genuine age appropriate feelings for like the opposite sex in a way that wasn't like degrading, and it wasn't really promiscuous. It was just more like a genuine natural attraction that she has about a guy. But even the whole album is not even about a guy. She has a song talking about like her best friend, her literal like a girl who was her best friend, and how like that, like it's so great that like you're my best friend, and I love having a best friend. And I remember even jamming to that with like my best friends growing up. It's like, yeah, like you're my best friend, we can talk about anything. And I feel like Brandy did a great job of like capturing a moment that maybe like we needed someone to capture. And so I don't want to brush over that. I just want to talk about the fact that that happened, and it was cool.